I spent years in New York going to audition after audition, walking into rooms full of people whose entire job that day was to have an opinion about me. And to be clear, that's not a flaw in the system. That is the system. The casting agents have opinions about who they bring in. The directors and producers have opinions about who casting brings them. It's opinion dripping down through every single level of the process. I tell this to young actors all the time. If you think this business is going to protect your feelings, that's horse shit. You signed up to be looked at and judged. That was always the deal. And here's what I can trace. Looking back at it honestly now, every job I actually booked, I wasn't attached to the outcome. For instance, Scarlet Pimpernel. It's a clear example. I walked into that audition and I sang. They asked to look through my book and I sang 1 or 2 more songs. Then I was asked to vocalize up and down the scale so that they could see what the top of my range was. They said thank you and I left. I wasn't performing for anyone's verdict. I was just present. Nan Knight, who wrote the book, didn't like me. Something about my nose ring. I didn't get the job. The other girl did. And then she turned out to be a handful backstage. At least that's what the cast shared with me when I was finally on the show. Which is how I ended up getting called in to try on the costume. It fit, and then I found out I'd booked the job in probably the weirdest way I've ever booked anything.